What's up, guys? It's Jeramie with Jeramie Lou Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and welcome back to the office. As you guys can see on the screen right now, we are going to be talking about Zenfolio. So let's get into it right now. What's going on, guys? It's Jeramie with Jeramie Lou Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Click that bell for notifications. It tells you every time I come on. And of course, if this video helps you out in any way or entertains you or anything's with yous, give it a thumbs up. It would greatly help me, and I would appreciate it so much. Guys, these videos are a little bit more candid, so I'm going to kind of do a straight talk through, very little editing, if any, and I want to kind of chat with you guys a little bit. I love using my computer to kind of do these videos, to kind of showcase a little bit about the things that I use and how it can help you and why I use it. So I mentor a few photographers around town, and typically the amateur photographer who's kind of coming to the game, and a lot of them are always asking how we sell products, what websites do I use, and whenever I bring up Zenfolio.com, a lot of them just get a little bit weirded out because they're not sure exactly what it is. And I will have to say that Zenfolio is one of those companies that when I first started doing IPS or selling my work or archiving my photos, it had everything in there for me. It has way more than I utilize, and I kind of want to talk about it today for all you photographers who are thinking about making that transition to IPS, in-person sales, or finding a way to archive your photos, or just finding a better way to present your galleries or your images to your clients. Now, I will say that Zenfolio does not pay me to do this. They don't even know that I'm doing this. So this is completely me talking about Zenfolio. I've been with them for about 6 years or so at this point, 6 or 7 years, maybe about 2 years after my career. So maybe like 8 years. It's been a while. And it's fairly cheap. I think I pay like around $250 for the year to have everything I'm going to talk about. I pay for the unlimited everything, and guys, as a professional, $250 for a year to archive all my photos, to have galleries to my clients is really kind of nothing. So we're going to kind of show you guys what's going down and all that. So as you can see right now, Zenfolio has a lot of sales and discounts. If you guys are interested in this, I will be putting the link to my Zenfolio homie hookup, I don't know what it's called, Zenfolio referral link or whatever, in the description below. It will save you percentage to sign up. So, and I believe it's better than the percentage that they offer. I could be completely wrong, but it does help me out and it does help you out. So do not buy this full price. People are leaving the house. I'm in my garage. That's not the garage out there. All right, well, that's the garage out there. I'm in my garage. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to log in, guys. And I'm only going to really show you guys the back end of Zenfolio just for the sake of making this video shorter and easier for y'all. Make sure I can see the time on this thing because I do not want to go over in time. Oh, you guys can see my thing. I want that to hide. Hide it. Hide it now. It is hided. Cool. All right, guys. So when you guys first get into Zenfolio, it can be a little daunting. I highly recommend giving it a good 2 weeks of just playing with it, looking at it. I believe they have a trial before you guys even invest into it. Because there's a lot of stuff and your mind can kind of go crazy. And if your mind goes crazy, you're more likely to just say, junk it, I'm out. But I will say this does help you out a ton. So we're going to kind of start with the top and kind of go from there. What I will tell you guys is it comes with a website. So basically you can get a website to start off, and you get the back end, which is the galleries, pricing, and all that fun stuff to be able to sell your items. I do not utilize the website at all. This is I think the worst part of Zenfolio. So if you guys are watching Zenfolio, the website just sucks. It's not a pretty website. It's not a clean website. It's more of a website that will use the galleries that you create. So I have all these little galleries, and basically it just kind of puts those as the images, and you can click on those galleries. If you guys get into it, you'll see what I say. If you can find somebody's website that just uses Zenfolio, you'll understand what I say. I want a website that's clean, that's clear, that will take me to maybe something like this. So if there was an option for me not to use a website or have to pay for it, I totally would. But it's there, and it's still great value for the cost, even if you don't use the website. So if you guys are talking about the website today, I'm not that homie to talk to. When you get this, guys, it kind of comes blank here. So we're going to click on the dashboard first. And what this dashboard is This kind of just has a rundown of everything that you say. I'm going to try my hardest to not actually show any type of income, but I will say that if I do show my income on this, it's not real. And why I say that is because I use a lot of coupon codes. I use a lot of discount codes for my clients. So let's say I charge $300 for a digital file. Well, I will give a coupon code to a vendor, say a hair or makeup artist or a cake artist, to download 20 of those files. 300 times 20 is 1,800. Is that right? Whatever that math is. I'm not actually making that money, but it shows in Zenfolio that that's actually the money that I made. And so don't believe it at all. It's not true. So I don't want you guys watching this and be like, oh my God, Jeramie just made $2 million this year. I'm like, I'd be happy, but that's not what's happening. So it's not a great way to do it. And it just kind of shows the orders and everything. So your dashboard just kind of shows your everything, your photos, your website, which I don't use, your communication, which people can comment on galleries and images, which I actually don't use either. I don't get the proper notifications when they do that, and orders that I'm selling, and my photos. So the first thing we're going to do is go into photos here. And guys, this is probably my most favorite thing about this. It is a gallery creator. So it's similar to Smug Mug. It's similar to Brain Farts, which I can't remember any other names. Smug Mug, Pixie Set, stuff like that. Basically, you can create a custom gallery for yourself, for your clients, send them. You can create passwords for it. You can create how long they can see it. You can lock it down so they can't see it. You can make the images downloadable. You can all that stuff within there. So if you can imagine after a shoot, being able to send a gallery to somebody, being able to even you access that gallery from anywhere around the world, or having the app that they got to still work on as well, but the app is there that you can be able to download the photos, look at the photos from an app. And so theoretically, it's the cloud for all your photos per client. I think it's an amazing value. So how I have it set up, guys, is if we look here left on the organizer, it has your featured set, which you can put a star, which will go in easily featured. I believe this featured aspect actually works well with creating the website for it, but since we're not doing the website, we're not talking about it. Recently added, which is recent galleries, recent photos that I've added. Favorites, and these are actually clients and my favorites. So my clients can go on there and say, hey, we really want to download these 10 digital photos. It's kind of my client stuff here. So other favorites, basically your clients can go on and create a favorites gallery. You send them a link, they heart everything, creates a favorite gallery. It is then sent to you. So if the client loses it or something happens, or they say, hey, Jeramie, I just sent you a favorites gallery of the images I want you to edit or retouch or I want to buy, you take the route that you want to go from there. So how I have this set up, guys, and this is the way I have it set up, but basically you can set them up into... Let's see the best way to show this to you guys. We can set them up into galleries, collections, groups, and events. I have not played with an event yet, but basically, as it says, creates a mini site for a particular job. I believe this is amazing for, let's say you shoot like a school portraits, or you shoot an event like a triathlon or something, where you can give everybody different access codes to get into there. I believe that's what it does. So basically, runner 34 will have all access to image 34 of their running. So I haven't played with that at all. But if you guys do shoot events like that, basketball games, that I believe would be amazing for you. I don't do that. I don't need it. I don't play with it. And it's okay not to use every aspect of Zenfolio, guys. It's totally okay. Group will hold your galleries, collections, and other groups together. Basically, create a collection. Gallery is an individual gallery. So I just say I did pictures of Thanksgiving for my family. That's going to be a gallery of that. But then I can take that gallery of that Thanksgiving and put it in a group of all of my family photos that I've done for 2018 that I call personal. So you guys will kind of see that as well. So you kind of see the little picture here. It looks like a regular manila folder. The gallery has a little moon and a mountain. So I have my gallery stemming from 2018, guys, which is awesome. So I have everything kind of collected nice and easy. You guys kind of see my work. This is when I really started. 2018 is going to be personal. It's a picture of a tattoo. I had not become a professional photographer yet. This is more of an organized gallery to organize. But I want to end up going in here one day, but now all these images are stored in here. It's a whole bunch of images. And and I'll be able to do that. 2019, I need to organize as well. So 2010 is really where my business started. This is where I started selling things. So if you guys kind of look how I have everything set up here, let me make the thumbnails a little bit bigger. I realize you guys are watching this on your phones and stuff, so I need to not be a jerk. But basically, I have 2010. Within 2010, you can click the little thing. It matches all in here. But I have business, engagement, events, family, graduation, headshots, maternity, model, personal, and wedding. These are things that I was shooting theoretically my first year in business in 2010, and I still have them all here. Now, whether you tell your client that or not is totally up to you, but how cool would it be if a client calls you and they were like, dude, I remember you shot Fantasies in Chocolate. Do you have the image from them still? I do. They're still all right here. Please do not mind the style. I was brand new. Me and Justin Impossible went to Fantasies in Chocolate. We literally just kind of walked in. I remember no real credentials. I had a camera. He's a magician, and we walked in and we just killed it. And I have this event to thank for a lot of my beginning business, because a lot of people were like, "Oh, you're Jeramie Photography. How do I get my images?" And then I kind of blew up from there. So I have all these images from it. The cool thing with any of these is I can go into here and look at them up close, look at them via view. This always takes forever. I don't know if that's my internet's amazing, but Zenfolio takes forever to load sometimes. There's Justin back in the day. This is 2010, guys. Shooting with a Sony A300 at the time. Flash on top. I had no idea to do. Oh, Stephanie. Oh my God, these people. So shooting these events, oh my God, that was horrible. Why did I keep that? But basically, I was able to send this gallery up. People were able to download. So within these images, I can select any one of these images, and I can actually download the original file and upload it to Facebook or do whatever I want. I can select a group by hitting Shift, and I can download original files. I even have an option to go over to here. And, oh, actually, I lied. I even have an option to go over to here. That's not freaking it. Oh, here it is. And download all photos. Download all photos and linked raw photos. Yes, guys, you can store raw photos in here as well. These are all JPEGs, but they do charge you to house the raw photos in here. I'm not sure if it's a size difference or what it is, but you can do that if you guys are concerned about that using an extra hard drive, but it does cost extra money. And of course, if you have terabytes and terabytes of raw images, it's going to cost you a ton. I don't recommend doing that through Zenfolio unless they made it free, but I have my JPEGs in here, edited JPEGs. So you can kind of see how I kind of set everything up. But as we move throughout the years, everything's kind of the same, right? Everything is nice and neat, but I do this for me and I organize this for me. So you may have a just boudoir section where you have all your boudoir clients, and maybe you get it too big where you have to go into years, or maybe you have to go into style or something like that. But up until 2018, guys, I have it the exact same way. I have not set up the pictures yet. And yes, as you guys saw in the first ones, you can set each one of these up to have its own individual picture. So it just kind of looks neat and pretty for you guys. There is a way for your clients to actually see this on the tail end. I really don't care about that because I send direct links. But if people were to go and actually look for these photos, it would look something like this. Cool. So this is kind of how I set up my tail end. My logo's up there. This is something you'll actually create as well. And this is something that your client will actually see. So say you have a website and you have a section on the top that says click for client galleries. And this is a general gallery. So basically click on it. It'll take them to something like this, which is where I have everybody set up. And basically click on it. But as you guys can see, I have it set up the same way, right? It's from that same way. So 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and so forth. So it's kind of neat how they have that set up. And you can edit this site. You can change the colors. You can make, I'm showing you guys with my hands. You can make this black, blue, green, whatever to your brand. I haven't played too much with it. I set it up the very first time, and then I was kind of done with it, which I'm totally fine with because I send direct links. So we have everything set up. I have everything organized. At this point, I can pull any photo from any shot or any wedding I've ever sent and be able to access it and send it to my clients. That's amazing, guys. But let's talk about sending something. What can you do within the galleries themselves that make this so special? So here's how I do things, guys. I start in Lightroom. I edit my photos. I send them out. I export them onto my desktop, and then I upload them into my gallery. And it's very simple. You basically go into your all sessions here. You can create new gallery and name the gallery whatever, and then it sits over here and becomes a gallery. So this one I named Disneyland 2017/personal. I know that I'm going to end up putting this in 2017 under the personal section that I have right here. And personal is photos of me and my family. I archive those too, so just my kids and stuff. So guess what? In 2017, we went to Disneyland. This is what happened. I am able to upload these photos. Did I mention that there is no limit to, it's unlimited, guys. And I think I can actually show you guys how many terabytes I've used. If I can go into here, photos I've uploaded, I have in here 614,332 images that I've edited. Videos, 3,712. I just pull everything out from what I have. And I don't know if it'll actually show me. I thought it showed you, like, they might have taken that off. They totally might have taken that off. It used to show me how many terabytes I've used. I don't think it's there. I think it would be here if they did that. But basically it would say, Jeramie, you're at like 2 terabytes, and that's freaking crazy to me. So it's unlimited storage, and I think that is amazing, and I think that in itself is worth the price. Those of you that use Carbonite buy external hard drives, you kind of understand. Although storage is cheap now, you have to buy more, and this is a cloud. So within every photo, I have it labeled. I can adjust this by the date taken, file name, title, or upload order. Upload order is always a little bit different. But, if you bulk upload these at once, you wouldn't do upload order. But basically, say this is a gallery that you're shooting for a company and you're doing multiple shoots for them and you want to just show them progression of time. So say you did a bunch of headshots today and then you have to do a bunch of headshots tomorrow and they want to see it in that order. You would do upload order. Make sure you upload in the right way. I always love file name or date taken chronologically. So 1 through whatever, and then they're able to see it. But you can't even move these manually. The cool thing is whatever you do within this gallery, it will affect the final image, the final gallery that your client sees, or if you do it now when they go back. So if they're like, dude, I can't find that one image that you edited. I love that image. It's somewhere, say it's a wedding with like 2,000 images. Then you go, oh, dude, totally. Give me like 2 seconds. And you can just find that image for them, move it up to the first. Now 32's here. When they go back into their gallery, it'll be the first thing showing, which is totally chill and cool and something that I found out. So I like that stuff. So here's a couple things you guys can do within here. It shows you all the details of the photos. It shows you guys the metadata to a point, I believe. Let's do this first one. What does it show you guys? I like this information because you kind of always want to know when it was shot, where it was shot. I don't have any logos on here, so I want you guys to kind of remember that. I put up all my images without any logos because it's easier to add logos later to something than take them off. For instance, if I lost all these images on my computer or hard drives, at least I have it on here, and I don't want to be downloading a bunch of images with my logo already on there. That's just stupid. Tells you the name of the image. You can download it. How many people have seen this image? This particular image, you can, of course, do the gallery. How many linked files are to it? Actually, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? How many original downloads? And this is the original image that comes in your metadata. And the only way this comes on is make sure that you guys are uploading your metadata and exporting your metadata via Lightroom as well. There's a selection on the right for Lightroom where you can select the metadata that comes in or change the name or do whatever. But when you export, make sure in your exporting tool in Lightroom, you select the metadata to be sent out. Highly recommend it. This is the only way you can protect your images themselves. This is the dimensions. This is the original file size, image type, when it was taken, and I want to say the date modified is the date that I actually exported it. So as you can see here, these were not. Oh yeah, these were. Oh shoot, these are taken in 2018, and I marked it 2017. Whatever. So we shot this image. We were in Disneyland. January 30th, 2018, so about a year ago now. I exported it, so I edited and exported it December 16th, and I uploaded it onto here. So the date taken is kind of amazing. You can kind of show people when it was taken, prove that aspect of it. And what I shot it with, a Canon 5D Mark IV 14mm lens, and I shot it at 1/800th at f2. No flash was fired, and everything's manual because I live that manual life. Shows you all the information on there. So if you were to upload this or pull this and say you put it on like strobus.com or a website where they need that information, it's on there for you guys, which is kind of chill. Photo access, when we go into here, guys, I actually do this for the entire gallery. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to not click on just the image. Let's do this. There we go. So there's nothing selected. I'm sure there's a better way to do that, but you can kind of tell this opened up a little bit. So this is for the entire gallery now. So it has the same information as we had before, but gallery access is super cool. So as you can see here, there's a list of things that we can do within this gallery, and you basically want to protect your image. Just because it's in this gallery doesn't mean anything. So right now, I don't want to get into that. You have 3 options: public, private, or locked with password. Highly recommend always locked with password, and then you can actually set up your own password for it. So say this is Disneyland 2017, I can call it whatever, Disney 17. This is the password I'm going to give to my clients that says, hey, you're going to need a password to get into your gallery. I'm only giving it to you so you can get in the gallery safely. If you want somebody to be able to view those photos, go ahead and send them the gallery and the password, and they can get in and do it. This protects you. This protects them. It's all privacy. It's all that. Private is open to you only. So if you guys remember that page that I showed you of the back end that people can go in and see everything in the gray where I could modify the colors and everything, this will not show it in that gallery. It'll look like it's not even there, doesn't exist, but you can still see it on your end, which is super cool. Public, no password, no password needed, and it shows up to everybody. People can click on it and just view the photos. This might be great for those landscape photographers who are trying to sell any image. So basically you have Lake Tahoe, whatever, and you don't need a password to go in. They just click it. It's open. People can buy the images, buy the prints, buy whatever. It's great for that. I'm a portrait photographer, and I have a lot of commercial clients that need their privacy. I need that private and locked option so that I can still send them. Now, one thing about the private, you can still send them a link and they can still go in and find it, but they can't search for it via Zenfolio themselves, which is really cool. So say you're shooting a client, a big hospital or something that doesn't want their images out. They don't want people to even know that the images were taken or something like that. Then you can send them a private link. So we have all this. Right now I'm going to leave this the same. Expiration. So guys, you shoot a thing, you do an IPS, and you tell your clients, I'm going to send you a gallery. It's only going to be open for 2 weeks. If you want to buy your images, please buy them the next 2 weeks. Otherwise, you won't have access to them. It's going to get deleted forever. Even though they don't know that, you can actually set up a date for them to do that, which is super chill. I'm never expire. I never want to do that. But what I tell my clients is different than what happens. It's not cheating. But if you tell people you have 2 or 3 years to buy something, they're going to feel like they have 2 or 3 years to buy something. So they're not going to be on top of it. And 6 months down the road, it's not valued anymore. Do you want them to download the photos or not? Photo protection, largest allowed image size. Right now I have extra large. This pertains to being able to download the photos. I don't have that on, so I actually don't change this at all. This is, I think, stock. Downloading is cool. They can right-click and download the image or add to download or whatever. So maybe it's a public gallery they can download. I have a different way of doing that. Video protection, largest size. Again, I don't allow that at all. Search and metadata. How can they search for the photos? If they go in and they type in an event or something, do you allow that? So forth. And then the comments. Every image, when somebody goes into a gallery, can do comments. It'll show up in the... God, I want to say the favorite section as well. There is a comment section that you can go to. I actually can't remember where it is right now, but I never use it. I'm sure people can comment on the stuff. I just don't look at the comments. So guys, this is the organizer part of it. This is the biggest part of Zenfolio and why I love it. I think this is great. So we have pricing here. You can create prints and pricing. Sorry if I'm rushing through this. I want to make this video under 30 minutes. If you guys are more interested in more of this, comment below and I'm happy to go into detail. Just let me know what you want to learn and I can do these quick little 30-minute videos for you guys anytime. You are able to set your own pricing and match with professional labs. I use MPix Pro. I think Bay Photo's on there, WHCC, Nations. I can't remember which ones are on there as well. Nations might not be on there. I can't remember. But basically, this is how you make your money, guys. You can set your pricing to each image, to the lab that you want, and the markup that you want. What happens is they will pay with their credit card. Your client will pay with their credit card. They will send the money that they need to the lab with the image, the size, and all that with the shipping order. Zenfolio takes a percentage because they're doing work. You get the rest. So my 4x6s may cost 69 cents through MPix Pro. They pay MPix Pro that 69 cents. Zenfolio takes their cut, and then I get the rest. And I can pull that out at any time that I want. Direct deposit or a check. Direct deposit's the way to go. You can actually name this as well. I can name this Disneyland 2007, and what happens is when you name it, if you can see right here, it says jeramielouphotography.zenfolio.com/punks. It can be whatever. So if somebody really needs a link or a custom link, you can do that. You can also create a slideshow here as well. And basically you click on this, you have a bunch of different options on creating a slideshow. You can email this slideshow directly to a client as well. So say that you shoot an out-of-town couple and they want to see some of their wedding preview photos. You can actually select certain images within the gallery or select the whole gallery themselves, put it to music, put it to the time, have it auto start or whatever, and send it directly to them, and they can just sit in front of their computer, throw it on the TV, and watch an amazing slideshow without you having to upload, send a USB, or anything. It's all built in, which is amazing. That's kind of it for this. If you guys want more info on that, I'm happy to do that. Website, which we won't talk about, but you can basically add stuff to your website. Selling right here. I'm going to click on this. Hopefully it doesn't show any weird money things. All right, cool. I just don't like showing money. I think it's weird. I think it's pretentious, and I just think it's stupid. Guys, Zenfolio has a way for you to be able to sell your own stuff for no extra charge, self-fulfill products. Maybe you're making your own USBs. Maybe you're printing your own things, but you still need to sell it to them. They actually don't take any money from that, anything you do yourself. Products from integrated vendors, so they have their own vendors, digitals and packages, and these are stuff that you create in your business. So if you don't have packages, you wouldn't use packages. If you don't sell digitals, you wouldn't use digitals, but you can create the copyright that you want, the price that you want for digitals, and sell them, and that's how I do my digitals. I don't allow for downloading at all. So instead of them actually being able to download an image, I have them purchase an image as a digital negative, and it can cost anywhere from $30 to $300. I give them a certain code that will cover that, and at the end, they actually see their value. So say it's $30. Say the lowest one's $30, and I sell them a deal where they get 10 digital images for a discounted rate. Well, they have to then put that 10 in. It shows that they get $300 worth of photos, and I'm taking care of it. I'm giving it to them. Whereas if you were just able to download the images, it's not as valued because it's going to show as $0, and people download digital files. They don't think of money. I want them to see that money. That's why I do that. I'm happy to elaborate that more as well. It shows your reports and payouts, everything that anybody's ever ordered from you. If they've downloaded, if they've shipped, is all built into here already. So if a client goes, I never got my order, or hey, dude, I totally forgot what I ordered like 3 years ago. Can you look that up for me real quick? Because I want to buy another one. Right in here, just type their name first, last. It's actually super, super intuitive and amazing. Coupons and campaigns are awesome. I'm not going to show you that because I have some coupons in there that we won't show. But basically, you can name a coupon. Black Friday 2018, make it worth 30% off, $25 off, do free shipping, whatever you want. That code becomes active on some of the galleries, all of the galleries, and it expires when you want. The communications, I lied. So this is a communications that shows you guys the comments, that shows you guys, emails. I can't show you guys emails. Shows you guys emails of all the clients that ever. The coolest thing with this, guys, one of the cool things, I keep saying the coolest, one of the cool things is everybody that logs into your gallery, into your Zenfolio, you have an option to save those emails or not. So I have them saved. So basically, anytime somebody logs into my gallery, it saves it into the communications tab here. And I can actually send out a mass email anytime I want to everybody in that gallery. And then I have a little thing that says if you want to unsubscribe, I go in and remove their email. But basically all my sales, everything that I'm doing, all promotions, will go out in a mass email one time for free. It's built into this product. I don't have to buy a monkey. Oh God, I can't remember what it's called. The email companies that send it out for me. But the email system here is kind of boring and bland and not as intuitive. So that's one thing I wish Zenfolio would work on. Being able to throw images or attachments in my emails as well. If I have a new promotion or something that has a PDF, I'd like to attach it rather than send a link to somewhere. Stuff like that. But, it's little bit of things that I'm not too concerned about and worried. And of course, your settings. I'm at 29 minutes and 37 seconds. Although I think I did a little weird thing, so I'm editing the beginning of this. So guys, again, Zenfolio didn't ask me to do this, but I have a lot of people asking about this, and I was talking about this earlier today, so I wanted to do this little video for you guys. If you are a photographer and you do not have a site set up like this, please do this right away. If anything, just to back up your photos and archive your photos. It's a great way to do it. It will take some time, so kind of do it step by step by step. But then being able to send a gallery to a client and sell your photos or images and make that extra money, it's highly, highly desired within your world. I mean, I get it. You did a shoot for $200. They got their images. You Dropboxed them, which, you know, who does Dropbox anymore? I mean, everybody does, but like, don't do that. You Dropbox to them and you're done. But what if you could say, hey guys, thank you so much for buying your 10. Here's your gallery. If you want any more, they're only 25, 30, 50 bucks each for each digital, or prints start at like $4 or something like that. Think of a way to take the past clients that you've used and make a little bit more money, and that's what Zenfolio can help you do. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. I'm happy to answer more. If you guys want to see more into Zenfolio, or I need to go into something a little more detailed, comment below and let me know. I'm happy to do another video on it, or I'll just respond to your comment if it's a quick answer. Anyways, hope you guys are having a good day. I'm going to go back and do some work. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.